In this session today, we talk about parts of speech in English. The sentences, clauses and phrases are all made of words. According to the nature and function of these words in sentences, the words are divided into 8 different classes, and they are called the parts of speech. And these different classes, 8 different classes are nouns, pronouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions and interjections. Now, let us see about nouns. What's a noun? A noun is the name of a person, place or thing. A noun is the name. It's the name of a person or a place or a thing. So, look at these sentences. Ramana is fond of sweets. Who is fond of sweets? Ramana. And he is fond of sweets. India is the biggest democracy in the world. Money is the root of all evil. So, the underlined words in each and every sentence is a noun. Ramana is the name of a person. India is the name of a country. Money, evil, world, democracy, sweets, these are all nouns. The word Ramana is the name of a person. Words like India, world are the names of places. By thing, we mean something that can be seen or touched. We can see or touch, but such of the things like sweets and money, we can touch. They are called concrete nouns. By thing, we may also mean something that can only be thought of. We can't touch, we can just think of and not seen and touched. We can't touch and see such things like evil in the sentence, last sentence. So, this evil we can understand, but we can't touch it. So, things like that are called abstract nouns. And the concrete nouns which we can see, we can touch, they are divided into 4 groups. 1. Proper nouns. The name of a particular person, place or thing is called a proper noun. For instance, Govind, Delhi, Ford car, like that. Television. So, television, and there again all are televisions, but a specific name, LG television or Panasonic television, like that. So, those names, specific names are called proper nouns. Govind is the specific name of a person. Delhi is the specific name of the capital city of India. Likewise, the Ford car, the Ford company car, the car released by the Ford company is Ford car. Likewise, these are all proper nouns, and these proper nouns are written with capital letter in the beginning. Govind, G capital, Delhi, D capital, Ford car, F capital. Likewise, all these proper nouns are written beginning with a capital letter. Then second variety are common nouns. The name applied to any one class of persons, places or things is called a common noun. That is, it's the name of a class of persons or a class of places, a class of things. For instance, boy, boy means child who is male child, boy, up to 10, 11 years, 12 years, 13, 12 years, up to 12 years we say them boy. Next, women, ladies, women, they are a category, a class of persons, a class of things like trees, tree, cow, river, stone, things like stones, a river, like thing. So, persons, places or things which belong to a particular class. When we classify them, the name of the class is called common noun. And then the third variety is collective nouns. The name of a group of persons or objects of the same kind is called a collective noun. For instance, a crowd of people. A crowd, the underlined word crowd, is a collective noun. A flock of sheep, a herd of cattle, a fleet of ships. Likewise, a collective noun is the name of a group of persons or objects of the same kind. Crowd, flock, herd, fleet, and these words are all collective nouns. And the fourth variety is material nouns. The name of a material or a substance out of which things are made is called a material noun. For instance, the bottle is made of glass. The ornaments are made of gold. The furniture is made of wood and iron. So, the underlined words glass, gold, wood, iron, these are all material nouns. So, name of a material or substance from which things are made, from which we make things, and such of the thing is called a material noun. These are the four varieties of concrete nouns. So, nouns are mainly divided into two varieties, one concrete nouns, two abstract nouns. Concrete nouns are the nouns which we can feel, which we can see and touch. Abstract nouns we can't touch and we can touch, we can't see, we can just think about them. Such of the things are called abstract nouns. And these concrete nouns are subdivided into four varieties. They are proper nouns, common nouns, and collective nouns and material nouns. Okay? These are all nouns. Now we discuss things about the next item, that is pronouns, next parts of speech. So, how many parts of speech are there in English? 8 parts of speech. Now, first one is nouns, and then second one is pronouns. A pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. It enables us to avoid repeating the noun again and again. So, pronoun, it is a word we use instead of a noun. So, without repeating the noun again and again, we can use a pronoun in place of a noun. See, for instance, Rajesh said that he was an artist. What Rajesh said? That he was an artist. He represents Rajesh. We need not repeat Rajesh again. Similarly, another example, when Gopi hit the dog, it bit him. So, it refers to dog. Him refers to Gopi. So, instead of dog again, when Gopi hit the dog bit Gopi. So, we need not mention again dog and Gopi in the second part of the sentence. Instead, we use pronouns in place of nouns. So, in this sentence, in place of dog, we can use it. It is used in place of dog. Him is used in place of Gopi. Similarly, Manisha told her parents that they should allow her to continue her studies. They means Manisha's parents. Her studies. Who is she? Manisha. Instead of parents, we can mention they. They is a pronoun. Instead of Manisha, we have used her. She, her, like that. So, these words which we use instead of a noun are called pronouns. So, pronouns are used in place of a noun without repeating the nouns again and again in the sentences or in the conversation or in a paragraph. So, we move on to next thing, and before we move on to that, just we talk about pronoun, what all we discussed so far. Each of the words is a pronoun and is used instead of a noun in the sentence. In the first sentence, he is used instead of the noun Rajesh, and in the second sentence, it is used instead of the noun dog, and him is used instead of the noun Gopi. Similarly, the word they is used instead of parents. In the sentence, Manisha told her parents that they should allow her to continue her studies. Her is used instead of Manisha. Likewise, pronouns are used in sentences. Now, we move on to the third variety of words, that is the third parts of speech, that is adjectives, the third variety. What's an adjective? An adjective is a word which qualifies a noun and adds something to its meaning. An adjective is a word which qualifies a noun. That means it adds something to the meaning of a noun. Let us see some sentences. For instance, Suman has many friends in Chennai. Who has friends? Suman. Suman has many friends. The word many is underlined over there. Many friends. How many friends? Many friends. Likewise, next sentence. Hari is clever and industrious. It tells about Hari, the underlined words in this sentence, clever and industrious. Who is clever and who is industrious? None but Hari. Next sentence. Lakshman is a swift runner. What sort of runner? Very swift runner. Swift runner. So, the underlined words are the adjectives. They add some more meaning to the meaning of a noun in each and every sentence. The fourth variety of the words or the parts of speech. The fourth variety is verbs. A verb is a word which describes an action or a condition of the subject in a sentence. So, what is a verb? A verb is a word which describes an action. Paninitini chese padam kriya antam Telugulo. Same thing. A verb is a word which describes an action or the condition of the subject in a sentence. That means what the subject does or what happens to the subject in the sentence is clearly given by the verb in the sentence. See, for instance, the sun rises in the east. Who rises in the east? The sun. What does the sun do? The sun rises in the east. The boy jumped over the wall. What did the boy do? He jumped over the wall. So, these words, rises, jumped, in these two sentences, they tell about the action done by the subject in the sentence. The boy, what did he do? He jumped over the wall. The sun, what does he do? The sun rises in the east. Likewise, take the third sentence. This year, the summer is very severe. So, that is the condition, how this year is, how the summer is this year. How is the summer this year? It is very severe. Last summer is very severe. So, likewise, verb is a word that describes an action or a condition of the subject in the sentence. Okay? So, that is called verb. And the next variety is adverb. Next variety of words, adverbs. What's an adverb? An adverb is a word that modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. That means an adverb is a word that adds some more meaning to the meaning of a verb. An adverb is a word that adds some more meaning not only to a verb but also to an adjective and to an adverb, another adverb. For instance, look at these sentences. Dinesh copied out this picture carefully. Who has copied out the picture? Dinesh. How did he copy out? Carefully. Carefully. So, how the copying is done? Very carefully. So, here in this sentence, the word carefully modifies and tells some more, adds some more meaning to the verb copied. How did he copy? He copied out very carefully. Carefully. Similarly, another sentence. The shoes are too big for him. What are too big? The shoes are too big. The word, underlined word in this sentence is too. Too big. Big is an adjective. What are big? The shoes are big for him. How big they are? They are too big for him. Too big to wear. So, in this sentence, the adverb, the word too, modifies an adjective. What's that adjective? Big. Now, look at the third sentence. Shyam ran very fast. Who ran fast? Shyam. What did he do? He ran fast, very fast. So, underlined word very is an adverb, adds some more meaning to another adverb fast. Sam ran. How did he run? Fast. How fast? Very fast. So, likewise, adverb modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. That is what an adverb is. An adverb modifies a verb in the sentence or an adjective in the sentence or another adverb in the sentence. Likewise, adverbs, the very word itself denotes its meaning. Adverb adds something to the meaning of a verb. Not only a verb, another adjective or another adverb. Likewise, adverbs function in sentences. Likewise, in the first sentence, the word carefully adds something to the meaning of the verb copied, and in the second sentence, the word too adds something to the meaning of an adjective, big, and in the third sentence, the word very adds something to the meaning of another adverb fast. So, let us move on to the next variety of words. They are prepositions. What are these prepositions? What's a preposition? A preposition is a word which is usually placed before a noun or a pronoun to show the relation of the noun or a pronoun with some other word in the sentence. So, what does a preposition do? It's a word which comes before a noun or a pronoun, and it shows the relation of the noun or a pronoun to another noun or some other word in the sentence. So, that's what a preposition does in a sentence. Let us see some examples. See the sentences. He put the pen in the box. In is a preposition. In the box. So, what is in the box? The pen. In is put before the noun box, and it establishes its relationship with some other word in the sentence. What is in the box? Pen. So, in, the word in comes before the noun box, and it shows its relationship with the other word pen. Look at the second sentence. The villager climbed up the tree. Who climbed up the tree? The villager. Villager, what did he do? He climbed up the tree. So, up is the preposition used before the word tree and establishes a relationship between this tree and some other words in the sentence. What are the other words? Villager climbed. Who climbed the tree? Who climbed up the tree? Villager. What did villager do? He climbed up the tree. So, that way the preposition up in this sentence comes before the noun tree and establishes its relationship with some other words in the sentence, that is villager climbed. And if we move on to the third sentence, what is the third sentence there? The horse galloped around the field. What has galloped? Horse. How did it gallop? Where did it gallop? Around the field. So, around is the preposition. It is used before the noun field, and it establishes a relationship between the noun field and some other words like horse galloped in the sentence. That is why a preposition is a word which normally used before a noun or a pronoun to show its relation with some other word in the sentence. That means, in the first sentence, the word in is placed before the noun box to show its relation with the word pen. Similarly, in the second sentence, the word up is placed before the noun tree to show its relation with other words like villager, climbed. Similarly, in the third sentence, the word around is placed before the noun field to show its relation between the horse galloped and the field. So, around the field, who did gallop? The horse. Horse galloped. Where? Around the field. So, around is the preposition used before the noun field and establishes its relationship with other words in the sentence like horse galloped. Likewise, a preposition functions in sentences. Now, let us move on to other variety of words, that is conjunctions. these conjunctions does a very good job in sentences. What's a conjunction? What does it do? A conjunction is a word used to join together words, phrases and clauses. So, a conjunction is used to join words, it is also used to join phrases, it is also used to join clauses. So, let us see some examples for this. Look at the sentences over there. He works hard to earn bread and butter. Who works hard? Some person. He works hard. What for? To earn bread and butter. Bread and butter. Here the conjunction is and. It joins the words bread and butter. Bread, butter. These two words are joined together with a conjunction and. Now look at the second sentence. To fight or to give up. That's what we have to decide. Whether to fight or to give up, we have to decide. That's what we have to decide. So here, what's the conjunction? Or is the conjunction. Here this conjunction joins not words, but groups of words. Groups of words we call the groups of words is a phrase. So here in this second sentence, the conjunction or joins together two phrases. In the first sentence, the conjunction and joins bread and butter. In the second example, we can notice that a conjunction joins together two phrases. And if we move on to the third sentence, although I like him, I cannot excuse him for his faults. So, although is a word, it joins two clauses. I like him, I can't excuse him for his faults. So, two clauses are there and these two clauses are joined together by the conjunction although. So, in the first sentence, the conjunction and joins together words, two words. Similarly, in the second sentence, we notice that it joins, a conjunction joins two phrases. And in the third sentence, we can notice that a conjunction joins together two clauses. So, a conjunction may join together two words or two phrases or clauses. That's our definition. What's a conjunction? It is a word used to join together words, phrases and clauses. So, that is what a conjunction is. A conjunction in the first sentence, the conjunction joins together words. In the second sentence, the conjunction joins together phrases. And in the third sentence, the conjunction joins together clauses. So, that is why we can say that a conjunction is a word which is used to join together words, phrases or clauses. So, after conjunction, we move on to the last variety of the words, that is interjections. Interjections, what is an interjection? An interjection is a word of exclamation or a sudden feeling. An interjection is a word used to express a sudden feeling like, oh, alas, hurry, like that. These are all the words used to express some sudden feeling. they are called exclamations, words of exclamation. So, interjection is a word of exclamation that expresses a sudden feeling or our excitement. Let us see some examples. Look at these sentences. Oh, I have lost my bag. You have searched for your bag here and there. Finally, you come to know that you have lost your bag. Then, what do you say? Oh, I have lost my bag. So, when you have got that idea that you have lost your bag, you express some sudden feeling. Oh, I have lost my bag. Similarly, alas, the poor man died in the hospital. Ayyo, alas, the poor man died in the hospital. ఆ హాస్పిటల్లో ఆ పేదవాడు చనిపోయాడే అయ్యో అనుకుంటాం. So, these words which express some sudden feeling are called interjections. See another example. Hooray! We have won the match. We have won the match, hooray! So, when you have won the match, you express your sudden feeling by uttering hooray! Hooray! So, when you express some sudden feeling of joyfulness, you utter the word hooray. So, each of the underlined words in these sentences expresses a sudden feeling. Each of them has no grammatical relation to the rest of the sentence, because the words like oh, alas, hooray, they are independent, they function independently and they have no relationship with the other part of the sentence, the main part of the sentence. So, what are the words? Oh, alas, hooray. So, what are the 8 varieties of words in all? In English, we can notice that there are 8 varieties of words. 1. Nouns. 2. Pronouns. 3. Adjectives. 4. Verbs. 5. Adverbs. Next, prepositions. Next, conjunctions, and finally, interjections. These are the 8 different varieties of words which we use in all sentences, phrases, and clauses. So, these are otherwise called parts of speech. So, how many parts of speech are there in English? 8 parts of speech. How are they related together? We have discussed in this session. Let us revise what all we have discussed so far with regard to the parts of speech. Why do we say it as parts of speech? The speech is composed of sentences, clauses, and phrases. And all these sentences, whatever we speak, where we use several phrases and clauses, are made of words. And these words, basing on their function, they are divided into different varieties of words, different varieties. And what are those different varieties of clauses? The words are divided into 8 different varieties, and these varieties are called the parts of speech. They are the parts of speech. The speech is divided into words. We compose sentences with words, whether they are sentences or clauses or phrases. They are composed of words, and these words, basing on their performance and basing on their nature and function, అవి ఎలాగా ఆ పదాలు అనేటువంటివి అవి చేసే పనులను బట్టి వాటిని 8 రకాలుగా విభజించారన్నమాట. నౌన్స్, ప్రొనౌన్స్. నౌన్స్కు బదులుగా వాడే వాటిని ప్రొనౌన్స్ అంటాం. నౌన్స్ అంటే ఏమిటి? నౌన్ ఇస్ ద నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ఎ పర్సన్ ఆర్ ఎ ప్లేస్ ఆర్ థింగ్. కాబట్టి ఒక వ్యక్తి, ఒక ప్రదేశం, ఒక వస్తువు, వాటి యొక్క పేరు తెలియజేసే పదాలు అన్నమాట ఇవి. సో పేరు తెలియజేసే పదాలని నౌన్స్ అంటాం. అందులో ఈ నౌన్స్లో కూడా ముఖ్యంగా 2 రకాలు ఉన్నాయి. ఏమిటవి? వాట్ ఆర్ దే? ద నౌన్స్ ఆర్ డివైడెడ్ ఇంటూ మెయిన్లీ 2 kinds. What are they? They are concrete nouns and abstract nouns. For instance, the name Ramana, it is the name of a person. Words like India, world, Hyderabad, like that. These are all the names of places. Here we have got Madhapur, is the name of a place. Similarly, names of things, book, Bhagavad Gita, Quran. Likewise, names of books. So, they are also nouns. The concrete nouns are the nouns which we can see and touch. We can feel with our senses. They are called concrete nouns. So whatever we see and whatever we touch, they are called concrete nouns. Are there any other things which we cannot see or touch? Yes, there are. The evil, the goodness, or bad. Some people are considered to be bad. Some people are considered to be good people by means of their actions. So evil, good, truth, these are all the things which we can notice only with our thinking ability. So they are called abstract nouns. And the concrete nouns are subdivided into 4 varieties. What are they? 1. Proper nouns. 2. Common nouns. 3. Collective nouns. 4. Material nouns. So proper nouns అనేటువంటిది ఏమిటి? ఒక వ్యక్తికి చెప్పేటువంటి పేరు, అదే ఒక ప్రదేశానికి పెట్టేటువంటి ఒక ప్రత్యేకమైన పేరు. ఒక వ్యక్తికి రాము అంటాం, ఓ గోవిందు అంటాం. ఢిల్లీ ప్లేస్, హైదరాబాద్. నేమ్స్ ఆఫ్ ప్లేసెస్. దీస్ బిగిన్ విత్ క్యాపిటల్ వర్డ్, క్యాపిటల్ లెటర్. గోవింద్ జీ క్యాపిటల్ పెడతాం, రమణ ఆర్ క్యాపిటల్ పెడతాం, హైదరాబాద్ హెచ్ క్యాపిటల్ పెడతాం. సో all these words which begin with all these nouns or names which begin with a capital letter, they are proper nouns. ఇలాంటివి ఎక్కడైనా పుస్తకం చదివేటప్పుడు, పేపర్ చదివేటప్పుడు మీరు నోటీస్ చేస్తారు. దెన్ కామన్ నౌన్స్. ఈ కామన్ నౌన్స్ అంటే ఏమి? ఒక కేటగిరీ, ఒక క్లాస్ ఆఫ్ పర్సన్స్ ఆర్ క్లాస్ ఆఫ్ ప్లేసెస్. బుక్ అంటాం. ఆ బుక్ భగవద్గీత అనేది ప్రాపర్ నౌన్. అదే బుక్ అనే పదం అయితే ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ కామన్ నౌన్. ఎ బాయ్, బాయ్ అనేటువంటిది కామన్ నౌన్. ఆ బాయ్కే పేరు పెడితే గోవింద్ అని అంటే గోవింద్ ఈజ్ ద ప్రాపర్ నౌన్. లేడీ, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ కామన్ నౌన్. అదే లేడీకి ఒక ప్రత్యేకమైన పేరు పెడితే మహిత, మహిత ఈజ్ ప్రాపర్ నౌన్. అలాగా మనము కామన్ నౌన్స్, ప్రాపర్ నౌన్స్ రెండింటినీ వేరు చేయొచ్చు. ఆ విధంగా యు మే గెట్ క్వశ్చన్స్ గివింగ్ ద లిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ నౌన్స్. యు మే బి ఆస్క్డ్ టు ఐడెంటిఫై whether it is a proper noun or a common noun. Likewise, collective noun. See, collective noun. The collective noun is the name of a group of persons or objects of same kind. For instance, a crowd of people, a flock of sheep, a herd of cattle, a fleet of sheep, a fleet of ships, flock of sheep. గొర్రెల సముదాయాన్ని a flock of sheep, herd of cattle. Likewise, అక్కడ ఒక 25 మంది చేరున్నారు. A crowd of people. Likewise, ఈ పదాలని we say collective noun. Army. You may be asked to identify the collective noun, or what collective noun we can use in the case of cattle. There is a group of cattle, or there is a group of people, or there is a group of sheep. So, what do we call that group? So, likewise, you may be asked questions. Similarly, material nouns, very easy to identify them. The name of the material or a substance out of which things are made. Furniture is made of iron and wood. So, iron and wood, they are the material nouns. Or the bottle is made of glass. Glass is the material noun. The ornament is made of gold. So, gold is the material noun. So, you may be asked to find the material nouns out of a group of nouns given. So, that way you may be asked questions to identify the material nouns, the collective nouns, proper nouns and common nouns and abstract nouns. So, that way nouns are divided into 4 plus 1, 5 groups, 5 varieties again. What are they? Proper nouns, common nouns, collective nouns, material nouns and abstract nouns. All these concrete nouns we can see with our eyes and we can even touch them. But abstract nouns are the nouns we can't touch, we can't see them. We can just identify them with our thinking ability. Okay? These are all nouns. And whatever we use instead of nouns are called pronouns. తెలుగులో నామవాచకాలు సర్వనామాలు అంటారు. నామవాచకానికి బదులుగా వచ్చేది సర్వనామం అంటారు. సో ప్రొనౌన్ ఈజ్ ఎ సర్వనామం. సర్వనామాన్ని ఇంగ్లీష్లో ప్రొనౌన్ అని పిలుస్తాం. A pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. Rajesh went out and he has come back in an hour. మళ్ళీ రాజేష్ అని చెప్పకుండా he has come back in an hour అలా అనవచ్చు. Gopi hit the dog and it bit him. What bit him? He was bit by the dog. So, మళ్ళీ డాగ్ చెప్పకుండా ఇట్ బిట్ హిమ్ అట్లాగా. లైక్వైజ్ నామవాచకానికి బదులుగా మనం వాడేటువంటి పదాలు తెలుగులో అయితే సర్వనామాలు అంటాం, ఇంగ్లీష్లో ప్రొనౌన్స్ అంటాం. సో ఇన్ ద ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ గివెన్ ఆల్ ది అండర్లైన్డ్ వర్డ్స్ ఆర్ ప్రొనౌన్స్. హీ, హిమ్, హర్, దే, దెమ్, likewise it. These are all pronouns. And next variety is adjectives. What's an adjective? విశేషణం. తెలుగులో విశేషణం అంటాం. ఏమిటి విశేషణం? దేన్ని విశేషించి చెప్తుంది? నౌన్ని లేక ప్రొనౌన్ని విశేషించి చెప్తుంది అన్నమాట. సో ఎ వర్డ్ విచ్ యాడ్స్ సమ్ మీనింగ్ టు ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ ఎ నౌన్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ an adjective. It adds something to the meaning of a noun. or even a pronoun. So, let us look at these sentences, whatever we have discussed. Identify the adjectives. You may be asked questions like that. Some sentences may be given and you may be asked to identify the adjectives. Adjectives qualify the nouns. That means noun కు ముందు దాన్ని విశేషించి చెప్పే విశేషణాలు వస్తాయి. So, he has got many friends. Many friends means friends is the noun, many is the adjective. He is very clever. What kind of man he is? He is very clever and industrious. So, likewise, విశేషణాలు నామవాచకాన్ని ఇంకా విశేషించి చెప్పేటువంటి పదాలు వాటిని విశేషణాలు అంటాం, తెలుగులో ఇంగ్లీష్లో యాడ్జెక్టివ్స్ అంటాం. సో యు మే బి ఆస్క్డ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ by giving sentences and you may be asked to identify the adjective. Similarly, verbs. A verb is a word which describes an action. Verb is the main word in a sentence. If there is no verb, it can't be a sentence, it is only a phrase. So, a verb is a very important word in the sentence. So, these verbs will have tense, present tense, past tense, future tense. All those things can be discussed later in a separate session. So, verbs. And then see, look at these sentences. In all these sentences, the underlined words are verbs. What the subject does, it is informed in the sentence. What the subject does, ఆ కర్త ఏమి చేస్తాడు, ఆ చేసే పని, కర్త చేసే పనిని తెలియజేసే పదాలు క్రియలు. వెర్బ్స్ తెలుగులో క్రియలు అంటాం, ఇంగ్లీష్లో వర్బ్స్. కనుక వాక్యంలో కర్త ఎంత ప్రధానమైందో కర్త చేసేటువంటి పని కూడా అంతే ప్రధానమైంది. ఆ వెర్బ్ అనేటువంటిది వాక్యంలో చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ వర్డ్. దెన్ we move on to adverbs. Next variety of words is adverbs. What's an adverb? It's a word that modifies a verb or an adjective or another adverb. Adverb అంటే adds something to the meaning of a verb అనేటువంటి భావం ఆ పేరులోనే మనకు కనిపిస్తుంది. కానీ వెర్బ్నే కాక ఇంకొక అడ్జెక్టివ్ని మరొక యాడ్వర్బ్ను కూడా విశేషించి చెప్తుంది అనమాట యాడ్వర్బ్. అంటే యాడ్వర్బ్స్ క్యాన్ బి యూస్డ్ to modify not only verbs but also adjectives and other adverbs. See, these are the examples. Carefully. Dinesh copied the picture carefully. So, carefully అనే పదం copied అనేటువంటి వెర్బ్ను విశేషించి చెప్తుంది. ఆ రెండవ సెంటెన్స్ చూడండి. The shoes are too big for him. Too big. ఆ బిగ్ అనే పదాన్ని, బిగ్ అనేటువంటి విశేషణాన్ని ఇంకా ఎక్కువ చేసి చెప్తుంది, టూ బిగ్. మూడవ సెంటెన్స్ చూసినట్టయితే వెరీ ఫాస్ట్. ఫాస్ట్ అనేటువంటిది ర్యాన్ అనేటువంటి వెర్బ్ను విశేషించి చెప్పే యాడ్వర్బ్. యాడ్వర్బ్ను కూడా విశేషించి చెప్తుంది అనమాట మరొక యాడ్వర్బ్. సో అన్ యాడ్వర్బ్ యాడ్స్ సంథింగ్ టు ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ ఎ వెర్బ్, an adjective or another adverb. Next variety is preposition. It is a word which used before a noun. ఒక నౌన్ ముందు వాడతాం దాన్ని. నౌన్ ముందు వాడుతూ ఈ నౌన్కు సెంటెన్స్లో ఉన్నటువంటి మరొక పదానికి మధ్య ఉండే సంబంధాన్ని ఇది ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ చేస్తుంది, ఈ preposition అనేటువంటిది. See, look, he put the pen in the box. ఇన్ అనేటువంటిది బాక్స్ ముందు వచ్చింది. ఈ బాక్స్లో పెట్టింది ఏమిటి? పెన్. ఆ పెన్ని, బాక్స్ని, ఈ రెండింటికి మధ్య సంబంధాన్ని ఏర్పరుస్తుంది ఇన్ అనేటువంటిది. పెన్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ ద బాక్స్. హీ పుట్ ద పెన్ ఇన్ ద బాక్స్. లైక్ వైజ్ విలేజర్ క్లైంబ్డ్ అప్ ది ట్రీ. అప్ ది ట్రీ, ఆ ట్రీ ముందు వచ్చిన అప్ అనేటువంటి ప్రపోజిషన్ ఆ విలేజరు క్లైంబ్ చేశాడు. ఆ విలేజరు క్లైంబ్ ట్రీని, వాటి మధ్య సంబంధాన్ని ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ చేస్తుంది. అలాగే నెక్స్ట్ కంజంక్షన్స్. కంజంక్షన్స్ అనే పదాలు పదాల్ని ఫ్రేజుల్ని క్లాజుల్ని కంబైన్ చేయడానికి ఉపయోగపడతాయి. కంజంక్షన్స్, see, look at these sentences, and, are, although. Here in the first sentence, and is used to combine words. In the second sentence, or is the conjunction used to combine phrases. In the third sentence, although is used, is a conjunction used to combine clauses. Last one, interjections. Interjections are the words which express our sudden feeling or excitement. Oh, Allah. ఏదైనా ఒక ఆశ్చర్యకరమైన విషయం, ఒక బాధాకరమైన విషయం, అలాంటిది ఏదైనా విన్నప్పుడు మనం we express our sudden feeling. Oh, alas, the poor man died in the hospital. వాడు అక్కడ చనిపోయాడా, అయ్యో, ఇలాంటి పదాలు, అయ్యో, అల్లాస్, హరే, ఇలాంటి పదాలన్నీ ఇంటర్జెక్షన్స్. సో దీస్ 8 varieties are the varieties of words are the parts of speech.